The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hello, everybody out there in podcast land, wherever you are, wherever you're from. Welcome
Welcome.
to The Absurd.
Yes.
It's a podcast about absurd stuff. Speaking of absurd,
Don't.
on another note, that is my charming co-host, Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How are things?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. It isn't too helter-sweltering in here today. It's not bad.
Say I'm hot.
It's better than it was.
I'm wearing pants though.
Yeah, but you're an idiot. Why are you wearing long pants?
I don't know.
Like, seriously. Do you own shorts?
Yeah, I do.
You're out of your mind for wearing pants.
I know. I've been inside all day. I wasn't aware.
You wasn't aware that it was like July in Canada.
No.
In southern Ontario where it's crazy hot and humid.
No.
You forgot, didn't you?
I forgot.
That's your
It
problem.
happens. It happens.
Apparently. So things are good?
Things are good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did you notice my finger here?
Yeah, I did. What happened there?
I have no idea. Okay, so people, because, this is an audio thing and you can't see what the heck's going on my right hand ring finger, I normally wear a ring, ironically, and a couple weeks ago, it got really sore underneath and it turned all red and kind of inflamed, kind of like a rash. Yeah. So I thought, because it was so hot and humid, that maybe a little perspiration had built up underneath it. Which, I don't take it off when I shower, but I shower every day, right? So, but anyway, I took the ring off because it was irritating it. And it went away. I put some polysporin on. So then I put the ring on the other day. It started doing the same thing.
What? Did you clean it?
Yes. And then I put the ring on my other hand. It didn't do it.
Really?
I am perplexed.
What kind of ring is it? Do you know what it's made of?
Gold.
Is it?
Yes.
Like pure?
Yes. From Aztec gold.
Aztec gold.
No, it's not Aztec gold. But yeah, no, it's gold. So I'm quite confused. So I'm like, now it doesn't hurt or anything, but it doesn't look cool.
No, it looks
Looks like leprosy or something. I don't think it is.
No,
It's very
no,
localized.
I hope not.
Me too.
I'm heading for the door. If it
Well,
is.
leprosy isn't as contagious as people think it is.
Yeah, I still don't want to be around it though.
Really?
So, yeah.
You wouldn't want to watch the deterioration?
No.
Right? Like my arm. Oh, damn, my arm fell off.
No.
That doesn't actually happen in leprosy.
I don't want to see that.
It isn't a good disease, though. Well,
no, I don't.
As opposed to those ones that are good.
Right.
But you
All
know
the
what
good
I mean.
diseases.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, that's weird though.
Yeah, thanks.
That's weird. Did you try it on another finger on that same hand?
No. It won't fit on any other well, maybe my baby finger, but it would fall off. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I have a doctor's appointment end of the month, though, anyway, so I'm going to bring it up and say, hey, dude.
What happened?
What's going on with my finger?
Can you wear it on the other hand, or
I don't like it.
because it'll make you look married?
I guess it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. It feels wrong. I'm conscious that it's on the other hand.
True. Yeah. It's
I don't
like
like
if you wear your watch on the other opposite arm, it feels weird.
Yeah, which I don't.
No.
Well, I can only wear it on one. Never mind. So yeah, everything's good. Nothing new and exciting with you. No bad fingers or anything.
No bad fingers.
Yeah.
No, except this one.
Want to guess which fingers you just showed me? Yeah, right. You got her.
Yeah, no, everything's good. Summer's going by pretty quickly, Even the kids at home.
I really despise this weather.
I'm not a fan.
I hate it.
I'm not a fan.
Like,
It's not
August will be
comfortable.
better. It'll still be hot,
No,
but the
you know what
humidity's
happens
gone.
in August?
No,
The bees come out.
that's September.
No, it's August.
Whatever.
They come out in August, and
You've
then
never been stung
Melina
anyway.
goes inside because
Why
they
you-
don't want to be around it.
Dude.
True story.
Yeah, no, but you did. Well, I was going to say you deserve to be stung.
No, I don't. No?
Well, just because you never have.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, I think you should have the experience.
No.
Yeah, before we begin, I want to thank someone, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to thank our friend, very close to me, Kara, for all her encouragement that she has given on us doing this podcast. She did some good equipment recommendations and provided me with some at a cost, but a very fair cost. And for just being amusing and awesome.
Yeah,
that's why I want to thank her, eh? So, yeah, way to go, Kara. Way to go being you.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. Right. So, you ready to jump into some absurdities?
Yeah, what you got for me today?
Oh, what don't I got?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You like monkeys?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't
creep me out a little bit.
I can't stand them. I think they always seem to be dicks.
Well,
like they grab your chips and
they're in like cages and stuff.
Well, no.
Like I'd be a dick too if you put me in a cage.
Even when you're not. Oh, never mind. No, but I mean, like when you see videos of like people interacting with monkeys in other countries where monkeys, live.
Right.
Not in zoos. Yeah, if I was in a cage, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
No question.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really, I don't know, man. They seem kind of like dicks.
Well, yeah.
But
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
The reason I ask, this is a British guy who was vacationing in Cambodia.
Okay.
All right. So I'll begin with the story here.
Okay.
A UK tourist in Cambodia recently experienced an unexpected monkey business when he was asleep.
Oh, no.
The victim explained his encounter with a naughty monkey who crept into his hotel room through the open window, took down the sleeping man's pants,
No, he didn't.
and started to quote-unquote nibble on his private part. Nibble can't be the right word because... Anyway...
Nibble.
The monkey business was noticed by the man's friend, who decided to take a picture of the incident as solid proof. That's fair.
Wow, yeah, I do too. Yeah.
His friend wanted to chase the monkey away, but he was afraid of startling the monkey, who was immersed in the act, which might cause the animal to injure the penis. Yep, quality friend right there. No question.
Oh my goodness.
Carefully and slowly, the victim's friend initiated a monkey's voice and chased the monkey away through where it came in. I don't know what a monkey's voice is.
I was just going to say.
Okay, I want you to sit there, and I want you to think of how to do a monkey's voice, and then I want you to do it in a minute.
No.
So, a man known as Stenning, who is a friend of those involved, said that the victim and the person who recorded the incident were two of his friends who were in Cambodia when the bizarre thing happened. He said, "I don't know the ins and outs of the story, but they were staying in a room and left the window open in the night. They went into my matey's room and he was passed out asleep. The incident shocked the victim a lot, no doubt, so much so that the friends took the first flight back to the UK after the incident."
Oh, God.
Survival tip 101, if you're in Cambodia, leave the window closed. So, yeah.
I think the part that gets me the most is the monkey knew enough to pull down his pants.
Well, I mean, they are primates.
I know, but
like,
monkeys don't wear pants. How do they know that?
How do you know? Well, I don't know. But he obviously knew, like, it's like, I don't know, have you ever seen a dog open a fridge door to get something?
Yeah.
Same idea.
I suppose.
I don't know what this thing is, but what I want is on the other side.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I want to dingle your berries.
But why? Yeesh. Wow. Why? Why? But do you know what's really messed up? I will almost guarantee at some level while the guy was asleep, who was obviously an innocent victim of all this, did it impact whatever dream he was having? Was it an awesome dream?
I wonder.
And he's like, oh my God, Stephanie, or whatever, the lasses he fancies.
The lasses he fancies.
Whatever her name is. And then he gets woken up. Oh my God, it's a monkey.
Wow.
I mean, Curious George.
What kind of monkey was it?
I don't know. A naughty monkey.
Like, to me, I'm picturing a smaller, like, you know.
Well, it wasn't a gorilla.
Monkey. Well, I know it's not a gorilla.
You know. I don't know.
Orangutan comes
I don't
in through
know.
the window.
I don't know my monkeys.
I don't know my monkey.
But yeah, I was gonna say that would suck, but it.
Wow.
But see, nibbling though, that involves teeth, doesn't it? You can't nibble without teeth. So I don't think that's the right word. I hope to God you would have woken up like instantly. Well, it doesn't even have to be that body part. If somebody started chewing on your finger while you were asleep, you'd be like, "What the?"
Maybe that's what happened to your finger. Maybe a monkey
way back there
window.
And ate around the whole thing.
Yeah. Just
No.
put the whole thing in its mouth and just started nibbling.
My mother told me it was probably a spider bite, and those are eggs coming out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well done.
I don't believe
Well
it.
done, Mom.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
like it.
Not
That's
happening.
Great.
I'm gonna box them and send them to her.
Are you?
The baby spiders.
Yeah.
Damn right I am.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's
Wow.
that's monkey head in Kampuchea.
Some travel tips for Cambodia right there.
Yeah, a tip.
But
So yeah, you got something for us?
yeah, I'm gonna bring you down now though.
Well, just
Mine's
as well,
not
right?
funny like that.
We'll see.
Oh really?
I don't know.
I don't know. This one's about the Alaska Triangle. I did not know about this. I mean, you know, you hear about triangles around the world that are bad places where people just disappear, but
It's true. Like Bermuda Triangle.
yeah.
Which has been disproven. But I still like it.
Oh yeah, it's a cool story.
Mm.
Anyway, so this one is in Alaska.
Go figure.
It's a mysterious stretch of wilderness where more than 16,000 people have gone missing since 1988.
88?
Yes.
So that's only like 36 years. It's
Yeah.
15,000 people? Bloody hell. It's craziness.
Locals refer to this area as the Alaska Triangle.
I like it.
It stretches from Juneau in the south to Anchorage in the middle, all the way up to Yukiovik.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know, it's not. The most northern point in Alaska.
Whoa, sorry. I'm sorry. Can you say those 3 points again?
Yeah, so Juneau,
Uh-huh.
which is south.
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
Anchorage,
Yeah.
it's kind of in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And then this Yukiovik.
So is it a scalene or an isosceles shaped triangle?
I don't know. It's a triangle. It's a flat triangle.
Okay.
Does that help?
Not even a little.
No?
But,
Okay.
yeah, go right ahead.
Like any other triangle areas of the world, planes will crash.
Sure.
People go missing,
Yep.
but the Alaska Triangle seems to be more harsh than other areas of the world. Alaska has some of the most notoriously difficult terrain weather, and it has the highest number of private planes anywhere in the United States. I did not know that.
Yeah, that makes
Fun
sense.
fact.
That makes sense.
So it's not surprising that they have a number of people that go missing.
Sure.
Back in January 1950, Douglas C-54D Skymaster.
Know it. I know it.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at you.
Well, I'm an airplane dude.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. Really?
Still, yeah.
Like right now?
It hasn't changed
Yeah,
in the
okay.
last minute.
All right.
Yeah.
It was taking off from Elmendorf Air Force Base.
Yes.
Was headed to Montana. It was a beautiful day, only a few clouds in the sky, yet as it passed over onto Yukon territory, the Air Force lost complete radio contact with it. The United States and Canadian military teamed up about 7,000 personnel, scanning 350,000 square miles of territory for this missing airplane, and couldn't find a thing. What's even stranger is just 2 weeks later, a smaller plane went down in the same area. They were able to find that immediately, yet the larger airplane, the Skymaster, they've never been able to find a thing. It completely disappeared. One of the few times a search and rescue person has ever disappeared was an individual named Gerald DeBerry. He was on a search outside of Fairbanks, and he was on an ATV, and he never showed up again. The Alaska State Troopers brought canines and couldn't find a scent. They brought in professional trackers, but they couldn't find tracks, nor could they find the ATV. But a year later, a hiker found the ATV just sitting out there for everyone to see. Alaska troops went in and did another massive search, but he's never been found.
Weird.
The number of people that are reported missing in Alaska every year is twice as high as the national average.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's some tough terrain, like it said, right?
Yeah, and the people, a lot of people go there are into, hunting or fishing or what have you, right? Lots of outdoor pursuits.
And that seems to be where most of these people, you get the planes, but people are just out there looking around, walking around, hiking, and they just disappear.
Well, and same with the planes, too. There'll be bush pilots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just the kind of environment it is makes it just more dangerous.
Absolutely.
Period. Yeah.
Absolutely. So then the stories get even more interesting.
Cool.
Because there are those who believe that something more extraordinary may be taking place. There's some local folklore that describes strange creatures suddenly appearing out of thin air. Alaska is an area where there are many unknown mysteries. There are many common stories of what you might call monsters, and there are many compelling examples actually comes from the Kenai Peninsula. In the southern part of it, there's an abandoned town called Portlock.
Cool.
It started getting terrorized by monsters.
What?
And these monsters would apparently attack and kill people.
What?
To the point where by 1950, the entire town was abandoned.
Shut up.
This creature was identified as the Mantika, which can be thought of Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Ooh.
Somewhere on the slippery slope between man and creature.
Good one.
Is it because I said slippery slope?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have suggested that these are entities that live between worlds, that they come through portals and they return back through portals. What this world is they come from, we do not know, but they are rarely seen.
It's like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Cool.
They often disappear into thin air, so there is a good chance that it's not just that people are getting lost in the wilderness, but actually they're being transported with these beings to other realms.
Whoa.
While such an idea may sound like a far-fetched fantasy, many researchers claim that it's entirely possible because scientists have discovered that there are numerous geological anomalies found throughout this mysterious area. The land in Alaska is extremely unpredictable. The U.S. Department of the Interior did a geological survey in the area and discovered negative magnetic anomalies that are prevalent in the area. They can wreak havoc with guidance systems, compasses, all kinds of electronic equipment that can cause planes and other vessels to go missing and crash. And there are theories that these anomalies can spawn portals. Ooh. These doorways into other dimensions.
Cool.
While geological activity in Alaska is known to cause magnetic anomalies, it could also be creating portals in this area, as some believe. At the moment, we can't say for sure, but one thing is certain: hundreds, if not thousands of people continue to mysteriously disappear in the Alaska Triangle every year. So there you go. Unpack that one.
I love... No, see, I want to, like, things like portals into other dimensions.
I know, that,
and shit.
yeah.
No,
I
so want to believe that, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Because it reminds me, I might have mentioned this before, but, like, as a kid, you want to believe in something like Loch Ness.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Or Bermuda Triangle used to fascinate me. Like, like when you still have, you're young, you don't know science. Mm-hmm. And you don't really have a scientific mind yet. You're more fanciful.
Right.
But it's kind of cool, right? So you're like, Bermuda Triangle, like, what could it be? Is it aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a portal to another dimension?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
It's a massively busy shipping lane where lots of traffic goes through. Like, it's like saying... They can't understand why there's so many accidents on the 401 because it's a really busy highway.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, for anything to go wrong really with a ship on the ocean is to sink.
Right.
It's not like it's going to fly away.
No. Yep.
So, but I wish that the mystery, I could still, that mystery could still live in my head.
Sure. Portals would be great. It would make it so much easier to go visit people.
Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you don't think there'd be a possible downside?
Well, yeah.
Like a pretty huge one? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're not wrong. Like, I wonder, like, if there were portals to other dimensions, like, would you be like, okay, instead of going to Toronto or New York or whatever for the weekend, let's go to that other dimension where, you know, like...
Where they have feet for heads.
And hamburgers eat people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, I don't want to go there. But yeah, sure.
Yeah. I borrowed that from The Simpsons.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, The Simpsons.
No, that's cool. Like, there's nothing supernatural or mysterious, really, about this triangle. You know?
No.
I don't
It is curious, like, not curious, but it is fascinating that
course
so
it
many
is.
people just disappear.
Of course it
and
is.
that they don't find them. That's the part that I find really fascinating.
Yeah.
And the fact that there could be, like, you know, some weird creatures up there. That's fun, too.
See, I don't believe that.
Well, no, I don't either.
I want
would
to,
like to.
again. Yeah. But I just, you know, a lot of people get the wrong idea about science. They think that science says we know the answer. Mm-hmm. That's not science approach. Science says we know the answer until we have proof of something else.
Right.
And then they change it. And people will be like, why are they changing it? Because they have new data, you bonehead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, the sun does not rotate around us, revolve around the earth.
Uh-huh.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
But for most of human history, they believe the other way. Mm-hmm. So science, if you will, at one point is like, yes, the earth is at the center of the universe. Everything moves around it. And if you look out at the night sky, it looks like that's the truth. Mm-hmm. Right? But it isn't.
Right.
So science wins.
Science.
She blinded me with science. I love that song.
What?
She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby. You don't know that song?
I don't know. If I heard it, probably.
Jeez.
I don't know. Or I don't know all these songs.
Oh, I weep for the future. That's one of my favorite albums ever. Yeah, so we got things wrapped up in Alaska.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Yeah.
Ever been to Japan?
I have not.
Me neither. Would you want to go to Japan?
Not really.
I would love to go to Japan. Like, the flight would
If I had
suck.
if I had a portal, maybe I would go to Japan.
So it would be the flight that would dissuade you? Yeah. Yeah, like, I want to be sedated with the dogs and the cats down in the underbelly.
Yeah.
Because it would be, at least I'm not a smoker anymore. I'd end up taking the plane hostage. Land this plane now. I need a smoke. No, but I think it'd be a fascinating country to go to. And you can get houses there now crazy cheap.
Yeah, I know.
Super cheap. Because their population's declining.
Yes.
But you've swam in the ocean, I presume?
I have.
Yeah, okay. I find it a little bit scary to swim in the ocean because I didn't grow up by the ocean, right? You know, going into the Great Lakes doesn't scare me because I know them.
Just Nessie's in there.
In Lake Huron?
Nessie, the one that's in Lake Huron?
No, Nessie's in Loch Ness, Scotland.
Oh. I screwed that up.
Yeah, kind of.
You can bleep that out.
No, I'm keeping it in. But, you know, oceans are pretty dangerous, right? Not just the eating factor.
Oh, and I grew up around the ocean. And it terrifies me. It really terrifies me. I love it, and it terrifies me.
So what specifically terrifies you about
that
it?
I don't know what's down there.
Yeah, there's that.
That's really what it is. And if I fall in, I'm probably going to die.
Well, that probably not, because you know how to swim, right?
Well, no, but the water's so cold.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't float. You can float.
I watched my uncle almost die, and he had a wetsuit on.
Take this in the spirit intended.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You have the physique for floating.
Thank you.
I mean, no, like, Mel is not overweight. That is not what I mean. I would never, ever do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. So back in like the Second World War, the U.S. Navy, they called their life jackets Mae Wests.
Okay. Yes.
Because...
Got it.
You got it?
Got it. I dig.
You're right, okay.
I dig.
So you know where I'm going.
Yes, I know where you're going.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, you might still die of hypothermia. Yeah. But you'd be there. You wouldn't sink.
Or something down there would eat me.
Well, that's certainly a thing in the ocean, isn't it? Whereas, yeah, the Great Lakes, I don't like the super deep water, but I know there's nothing down there that's going to eat me. And in the Great Lakes, I don't even know that, like, rip tides, well, they're not tides, but rip currents are possible. I think they are, but they're certainly possible in oceans.
Yes.
And the mistake most people make is they try to swim against them to get back to shore. You're not going to.
No.
You want to swim laterally to the beach to get out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, I'm not sure if this woman in Japan wasn't aware of that approach or what. So a 21-year-old woman spent 2 nights in the ocean before being spotted by a cargo ship 80 kilometers offshore.
What?
50 miles. Forget that.
Oh, I would die of a heart attack
Oh.
first.
Like
Or anything else would take me.
At night?
Oh, God. Like, no.
Okay, but now it does
I
have...
want to pull my feet up on my chair just thinking about it.
Don't. So it says, a woman who was swept out to sea while swimming at a beach in Japan has been rescued about 80 kilometers off the coast, 36 hours after she went missing.
Ugh, no.
The 21-year-old Chinese national, buoyed by a rubber ring, so she had a rubber ring around her, had been swimming at Shirahama, Ohama Beach at about 7:30 p.m. with a friend, the Coast Guard said. Authorities launched a search and rescue operation after her friend raised the alarm at the beach in the central Shizuoka region that same evening. It was around 7:55 p.m. on July 8th when we received the information after the woman's friend reported to a nearby convenience store that she was missing. The woman, who was not named, told rescuers that she was swept out to sea and could not return to the beach as she was swimming with a rubber ring. She was finally spotted floating off the southern tip of Chiba's Boso Peninsula by a cargo ship at 7:48 a.m. on Wednesday, the official said. 2 crew members of a smaller nearby tanker were contacted by radio and jumped into the sea to rescue her. That's solid.
Wow.
That's solid, dude. The woman was taken to hospital after the rescue but did not need to be admitted as she was clear-headed and her dehydration was not life-threatening. Lucky her, man.
Damn.
Good thing she was that age.
How old did you say she was?
21, I believe.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that helps.
But how would you not be dehydrated? Like, it's pretty toasty in Japan.
Yeah.
You obviously can't drink the water you're floating in.
No.
I mean, you can, but it's going to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. Lucky her.
She must have been, like, sitting in the ring, do you think?
Well,
That's what I pictured. Like, first I was picturing her, like, dangling in the water on this thing, but I'm like, how you couldn't keep your arms up for that long?
well, yeah.
So-
I hope so. Like an inner tube kind of thing, you mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I hope she was like, I picture her like sitting, you know what I mean, with like her butt in the middle.
That would improve my mental disposition.
Yeah, it would.
immensely.
Me too.
Immensely.
Me too. But having my feet in there, no.
Imagine though, okay, so you're floating in this inner tube like ring, and you're like, oh my god, are they ever gonna find me? And then something hits your bum.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
I can't. And with it being dark and you can't see a thing. No, that's like where my nightmares live. Like, no thank you.
Yeah, rent free.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Like, even if somebody said, okay, you know what? No, we'll guarantee you that you survive, but you have to be out here 36 hours.
No. I'm not doing it.
Not that anybody would ever do that, actually. No, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it has a happy ending.
Does it?
Well, she survived, didn't she?
Well. Or is she, though?
What do you mean?
I'd be so
Like traumatized?
traumatized by the end of that.
Yeah. Would you ever go in the water again?
Oh, God.
Right back on the bike or horse or whatever that
Yeah.
stick comment is.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't want to go in there now.
In the Sea of Japan?
or the ocean in general.
Oh, right. Not 50 miles out.
No.
No way. I'll take a baseball bat to the head.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't really like that either.
But it would be over fast.
I'm sure I'd hate it.
Yeah.
I like all of it. But, yeah. So that's what happens when you get caught in a rip current. I assume that's what it has to be. Like, that's a pretty solid current to get you 50 miles out.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what she needed?
Uh,
A portal. She needed a portal to show up.
Imagine if there was a device where you can open a portal wherever you are to wherever you want to go. You know what I mean?
That'd be
It's like,
great.
click,
That'd be
and
awesome.
whoop, you go to, I don't know, ancient Rome. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
If you could travel through time, would you go backwards or forwards, and how far in either direction?
Definitely back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to know. I feel like if I go to the future, I'm going to freak myself out and I'm just going to jump off a bridge.
Well, let's just hope the latter part doesn't
Yeah.
happen. You're almost certainly going to freak yourself out.
Yeah.
Depends how far you went.
Yeah, I have no
You know,
desire
if you went
to
like
know
to
the
next
future.
Thursday or something, you'd probably be okay. You know?
To next Thursday.
Yeah. My God, the world is so different.
Ruin my whole ticket.
Yeah. So you go
yeah.
back. Would you have a?
You know, I don't know.
Okay, I want you to think about that because I'm going to revisit that.
Okay.
You got to come up with an answer.
I'd love to go back to like Victorian times where they wore like the big
Like big hoop skirt thingies. Right.
I think that would be fun.
and you'd
Even
be
though I
in,
never wear dresses. But that would be fun.
And you'd be in a, what do you call them, a girdle?
Yeah.
Cinched so hard that
Yeah, with a fan.
the woman
So
putting you on
hard.
would have to put her foot against your back
Yeah.
to tighten it.
I love it.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Women got broken ribs and shit from
Yeah.
that, eh?
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
It's such a weird look.
It is a weird look.
Yeah, Victorian times. Well, they'd be a lot smellier.
Yeah.
Seriously. Everybody always can figure out, I'd
Yeah.
love to go back to, like, medieval times. Really? Yeah. It would stink everywhere. Remember, there's no toilet paper there yet, kids. You bathe
Yeah.
once a week if you're lucky.
Yeah, it would depend, really. It would
Yeah.
depend. Because, you know, you go back certain times where women had zero rights, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't do well there.
Well, no, you'd probably speak your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
So, you know,
then they'd burn you as a witch.
yeah, they would.
But on the upside, though, I'd sell, like, souvenirs at it.
Would you?
Or like, candy floss and stuff, popcorn. You know?
Candy floss.
Yeah. I don't know if they had it back then, but I bet you it would be a hit. Because who doesn't like sugary string?
Well, it's true.
All right, so I want you to come up with a better answer for another time.
All right.
You're going to have to think about that. You know? And I want it done up in essay format, size
that's not
12
gonna
format.
It's not going to
Format.
No.
I think 2,500 to 3,000 words.
No.
That's only
No.
10 to 12 pages.
No, it's not going to happen.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's it for now.
Yeah. For now.
You got anything you want to say?
Well, you know, if you guys want to follow us on Facebook, we would absolutely appreciate that.
We sure would.
At The Absurd, look for the picture of the woman with the bag over her head.
And I did
so
say-
you're not confused.
And I did say last time the evidence is in. It is not Mel.
It's not me.
Which begs the question, who is it?
It's true. You can also follow us on Instagram at _absurd_podcast. If you'd like to contact us with your own absurd stories or just want to say, hey, we would love that. You can DM us on either of those platforms or you can email us at absurdthepodcast@gmail.com.
Darn right.
Yeah, you can find us on all the major streaming platforms too. So listen to your heart's content.
Yes, you should do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what we didn't do at all in this episode
What
that
didn't we
we've
do?
done pretty...
I know.
What?
We didn't talk about food.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
I know. And we're both starving.
Yeah, well, I ate a bunch of snacks.
Yeah, I put out some snacks of some que pasa tortillas, some queso, some pickled jalapenos, and to make up the Canadian content, some St. Albert's white cheese curds. But we are going to grab a beer and something to nosh afterwards.
We will.
It is the plan. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We really hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, for sure.
And like Mel said, drop us a line.
Yes.
Just to say
Please
hi.
do.
All right, thanks, everyone. Take care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.